Hey, loves, sending you love and light today. This is Liz. We are here at chapter 12 of Anthony Norvell's Universal Secrets of Telecosmic Power. Chapter 12, the 10 basic desires that can focus your telecosmic power for complete fulfillment. I'm so excited. My new book, The Light Within, is coming out soon. I have to just make a table of contents. And I would love to coach you or do some healing work with you if you're so interested. Reach out to me below. All right, here we go. You possess within your higher mind 10 basic desires in common with all humanity, which you can use to focus your telecosmic power to bring you anything you desire. We shall study these 10 basic desires in this chapter and learn how to use the emotion of desire to bring you fulfillment of your every dream. The emotion of desire has been given to all of God's creatures. It is higher in man than in any other form of life. This divine emotion is responsible for all of man's great achievements in every field of endeavor. The desire for successful living is within you. You have a desire for successful living. From the moment you were born, you have been striving to achieve a certain pattern of destiny that is natural for you. When you program your higher mind centers with the 10 basic desires God gave to every human being, you will be able to trigger the cosmic jackpot of golden ideas that bring you a perfect destiny. The 10 basic desires that trigger your subconscious mind with dynamic creative action. Number 1, the desire to achieve personal success. Successful living comes only when you achieve personal success on every plane. Many people are rich and successful in a monetary sense, but miserable failures as persons. So true. I know a man who has made several $1,000,000 in his lifetime. He has married and been divorced 3 times. Now he lives alone in a mansion without friends or loved ones. His 3 grown children seldom visit him. Reminds me of my mother. He is stingy and miserly, refusing to help anyone with his fortune. This man has a variety of ailments, including high blood pressure and heart trouble. His days are numbered. He will not be missed or mourned by many people. He is one of life's many failures, even with his vast fortune. Oh God, that's so funny. On the other hand, I know another man who has a family of 6 children. He and his wife are always struggling to pay the bills and the rent, but they are smiling, happy, well-adjusted people who have found the secret of perfect living. They are successful people, even though their bank balance may not be very big. The chances are that they will achieve financial success through their desire to give their family a better way of life. There are 6 elements that make for a successful person, and these are A, the ability to enjoy life in every phase. I'll say that again. A, the ability to enjoy life in every phase. B, the desire to like people and to be well liked. C, an integrated personality that functions gracefully in the presence of others. D, the ability to adjust to life's changing situations with inner equanimity. E, the finding of inner poise and faith, which gives strength of soul to see one through life's disturbing cycles. F, the desire to do constructive work and be productive for the good of the world. How to program these 6 elements into your subconscious mind. Each day, write down one of the above elements for being a successful person on a filing card I would say 3x5 card, that you can carry with you or leave where you see it often during the day. Tell yourself all that day that you will carry out that particular injunction for that day. On Monday, you will use Telecosmogram A, the ability to enjoy life in every phase. All day Monday, express joy no matter what trying situations you pass through. Transmute the negative experience of that day into positive ones. If someone criticizes you or hurts your feelings, change it into gratitude for possible improvement in yourself, rather than direct hatred to the offending person. On Tuesday, program Telecosmogram B into your subconscious mind, a desire to like people and to be well liked. All during that day, strive to be likable. No matter how people react to you, see them as being likable and make the effort not to resent them nor to argue with them. You will soon be so programmed to seeing the good in others that you will be able to overlook their faults. On Wednesday, use Telecosmogram C, an integrated personality that functions gracefully in the presence of others. All day Wednesday, try to take the sharp edges off your personality. Make it a point to get along with everyone in your office or your home. Refuse to let little things throw you. See yourself as a decent human being, treating others with respect. On Thursday, use Telecosmogram D, the ability to adjust to life's changing situations with inner equanimity. There are times when nothing seems to go right. Everyone has these days. It is nothing that you do or not do. It is a cycle of life. If you do not adjust yourself to these changing conditions, you will be in a perpetual state of mental and emotional turmoil. A woman who was very disturbed because nothing seemed to go right in her life came to me for guidance. I checked on her life and found she was lacking in the ability to win friends and also to adjust to changing times. She had once been socially prominent, but when her husband died, she lost all her money through wrong investments. With the loss of money, her social facade crumbled. She found that most of her friends had liked her when she had a beautiful home in which to entertain them. But when she was forced to move into a small apartment, these friends deserted her. Ah, the bitches. I programmed this woman with 3 elements which she especially needed, A, D, and E. She had great difficulty in finding anything to enjoy in her present situation. But I told her to immerse herself in helping her 2 grown children, who now had 2 children each of their own. She spent time babysitting, giving her daughters time for their own social activities, and soon she was so happy with her grandchildren that she didn't miss her old fair weather friends. She spent more time in reading and improving her mind. She began to be active once again in church affairs, giving her inner poise and faith, which strengthened her and made her strong enough to withstand life's unfortunate reverses. On Friday, program yourself with Telecosmogram E, the finding of inner poise and faith, which gives strength of soul to see one through life's disturbing cycles. No matter how disturbing are the events of that day, transmute them into spiritual substance by reminding yourself that you grow spiritually when you meet life's challenges and have faith in a power higher than yourself, which can guide you to the fulfillment of your life goal. On Saturday, use Telecosmogram F, the desire to do constructive work and be productive for the good of the world. All during Saturday, whether at work or at home, hold in your mind the thought that you will only do constructive acts that benefit yourself as well as others. On Sunday, you can make up your own telecosmogram, which fits your concept of spiritual or religious matters. You might use the telecosmograms of faith and charity, or of forgiveness and divine love. And all day, be aware that God is a reality, guiding you in your life and blessing your life with everything good and beautiful. The desire to win recognition and acceptance by others. This is number 2. Man shall not live by bread alone, we are told. We live for other people, and the desire to be recognized as human beings and accepted by others is strong within every person. Recognition does not apply merely to one's work, but applies also to the acceptance by others. You might be a genius in your work and yet be an isolated, lonely person. To have perfect living, people should figure prominently in your life. You must not only have friends, but you need many acquaintances to give you a sense of belonging to the entire community, not just to a few people. Program into your subconscious mind every day that you have something of value to give to people, and they in turn can enrich you with ideas, service, money, and other things of value. Use the keywords I win to program this particular desire into your higher mind centers, and realize that when you are aware of others and have a desire to give them joy, you will in turn win recognition and acceptance by others. A young woman of 21 was lonely and felt left out of the world's magic circle of love and acceptance. She came from a broken home and she felt that she could never find anyone who would give her love and understanding. I gave her subconscious mind a special form of programming in which she was to use the keywords I win with the following telecosmograms every night for 2 or 3 weeks. I shall win the admiration and respect of others. I project the emotion of affection to everyone I meet. I think friendly and loving thoughts. I am joyous and expectant of my good. People all are friendly and are eager to give me friendship. I now accept that friendship and respond with true affection and joyousness. It was hardly 1 week before this young woman began to radiate a completely different type of personality. Instead of being shy and withdrawn, she seemed suddenly to be surrounded by an aura of friendliness and joy. She smiled more often. She no longer mistrusted strangers. She was invited to a dance on the first week of her new programming, and she felt warmth and affection for the young man. He dated her often after that, and she finally told me that at the end of a 2-month period that she no longer feared loneliness, but felt that now she was ready for love and marriage. 3, a desire to love and be loved. To win and hold love, your subconscious mind must be programmed with this divine emotion daily. Love is not something you can think of one day and ignore the next. It is an emotion that must be daily replenished and given out. Our emotions grow stronger when we use them daily. Just as a muscle grows stronger when it is exercised, so, too, the emotion of love grows when you express your love for your family, your mate, your friends, your community, and your God. This is why you must consciously program this emotion with the key words, I love, every day. Emerson said it in these words, love and you shall be loved, for all love is as mathematically just as the two sides of an algebraic equation. The only two definitions given in the Bible of God are summed up in 2 words, good and love. God is good, God is love. Program daily into your life that you will do good for other people. Use the keywords I do and say, I now recognize the good in other people. I release my good in daily actions and that will bless the lives of others. With the keywords I love, use the telecosmogram. I love every human being created in the image and likeness of God. Cosmic good. I share my love with others, and in return, their love blesses my life. I love my family and daily express that love in thoughts, words, and deeds. I love my mate and show my love in my actions and my words. I love my country and will sacrifice for its good. I love God more than self and will serve him always. Number 4, the desire to make money and become prosperous. This innate desire for financial and business success is within every person when he is born. You are on a constant quest for success, personal, romantic, financial, and spiritual. Only when you balance your life with monetary success and achieve the highest goals you can attain can you said to be a total success. Money images must be programmed into your subconscious mind with the keywords I prosper. Each day, program this prosperity theme into your subconscious mind with these telecosmograms. I recognize the need of financial success in my life. I now program riches on every plane. I wish to have security, and I know that money is a medium of exchange that can bring me the good things of life. I program the sum of, say, $1 million as an overall goal, asking for business ideas that can make me prosperous. A man who came into our work considered himself a total failure at the age of 39. He had just been divorced because his wife couldn't stand the perpetual failure. His wife couldn't stand the perpetual failure that he had become. So funny. After 3 weeks, I programmed this man with the I prosper theme to such a success that he went on the road with a household product, visiting medium-sized cities where he recruited crews of young men to go from door to door to sell his products. Then, after training these crews, he left them and went to another city where he repeated the process. He received commissions from every sale these crews made, and soon it amounted to as high as $5,000 a month. Within 1 year, this man had a sizable nest egg and is now consolidating his business in a large central office in the West Coast. And he feels that soon he will be in the $100,000 a year income class. The thing that happens to your subconscious mind when you program it with the I prosper keywords and the above telecosmograms is that it is impelled to search immediately for ways by which you can become prosperous. Every person has different talents. This man happened to be a good salesman, but if he had not known how to sell, his subconscious mind would have come up with an idea that fitted his exact needs. I'm going to interrupt Liz here. So another fun thing you can do is ask formations, as I call them, which is you can ask yourself a question and it gets your subconscious mind going out to seek out the answer. So example, you can say, how is it that I'm so prosperous? How wonderful is it that I'm in the relationship of my dreams? Stuff like that. So you can ask yourself questions. They're really great too. A great way to do this to get your subconscious mind thinking and searching and seeking. Back to Norvell. Another man using the I prosper key was a carpenter. He got an idea for doing home repairs and within 1 year had 3 trucks going out to do home repairs while he stayed in his office receiving orders. 2 women who used this system of mental programming were artistic. Each had a different talent from the other. One received instructions from her subconscious mind to do color tinting of larger photographs, which sold for $50. She trained 3 other women to do this work in their homes and got orders from leading photographers in her hometown. She was soon making more money than her husband. The other artistic woman had a different talent. She could knit and crochet and do dressmaking. Her subconscious gave her the idea to study artificial flower making. She enrolled in a class, and within a short time, she was able to create beautiful artificial flowers that she sold or rented to stores. Her biggest money came a year later when she trained 50 women to do the same thing while she furnished the materials and the know-how. Soon her income had soared to $2,000 a month. Remember, 1970 or so prices. Number 5, the desire to discover new life experiences. Every person has a desire for new adventures, exciting new experiences that will add pleasure to his life. This desire is what leads some people to go on journeys of discovery to foreign lands and to seek out exciting adventures far from home. However, this desire can lead you to the finding of new life experiences in your own everyday environment and keep you from being bored with life. Use the keywords I discover to program the following telecosmograms into your subconscious mind. I discover the unlimited horizons of the universe in my quest for life's new and exciting adventures. I project the desire to share in life's greatest adventures, to travel to foreign countries, to meet interesting people in all walks of life. I expand the horizons of my mind and encompass new ideas and unlimited concepts. What others have done, I can do. I wish changes in my home, my business, my environment that fit this new concept of adventure and excitement. One young lady who came into our work used this telecosmogram and was impelled by her subconscious mind to go into the Peace Corps, where she had the opportunity to travel to the Far East. But the most exciting thing that happened on her many trips was that she met a young man studying to be a doctor who was on summer vacation. They fell in love and were married in India in the most romantic of settings. It's so funny how everything leads to the most exciting thing, marriage, instead of just the thing itself. Another young man who came to our lectures in Carnegie Hall several years ago programmed his mind with this telecosmogram. Something impelled him to begin the study of Portuguese, never knowing why. 2 years later, he had an opportunity to go to South America, where he went into television work for Brazil and became one of the big successes in that field, which to the point, it is so super to follow your inspirational guidance. Like all of a sudden, like, why am I studying French? I just feel like I want to study French. Why the heck is that? Do it, because you may not know the future, right? Last year, over a year ago, I was inspired to sell my motorcycle. I said, I don't know why I'm supposed to sell it, but I'm supposed to sell it now. Sure enough, the exact money I made on the motorcycle handed to me in cash, I handed over to a new HVAC because my HVAC blew a week later. You just never know, but my superconscious mind knew that I was going to need that $6,000. Number 6, the desire to create something beautiful and enduring. Every person is born with a desire to create something beautiful and enduring. To some, this desire expresses itself in creating beautiful art objects. Others compose music. Still others go into cosmetology or interior decorating or dress designing, architecture, theater design, or writing poetry, novels, or plays. Whatever form it expresses itself in, this basic human desire is always intent on creating something that others can share and enjoy. The most magnificent creations by men throughout the centuries have been dedicated to this ideal of beauty. The artistic masterpieces of great artists, the immortal sonnets and dramas of Shakespeare, the delightful music created by master musicians throughout the ages, all these attest to the divine urge in man to create something magnificent and enduring. To release your own subconscious creative power for creating something beautiful and enduring in your life, use the keywords I beautify with the following telecosmograms. I strive to achieve ultimate perfection in everything I do. I desire the creation of magnificent concepts in art, music, poetry, literature, and drama that will express my own inner images of beauty. I wish to create something beautiful and enduring that will give joy to others as well as myself. I now search within for the mystic tapestry of dreams which can weave my destiny in the image and likeness of perfection and beauty. Number 7, the desire to find peace and happiness. You can program your subconscious mind to peace and happiness just as easily to discord, confusion, and misery. So true. Most people are negatively programmed and they seldom find the joy in living that should be theirs. To program your mind to finding peace and happiness, use the keywords I am with the following telecosmograms. I am one with the positive forces of life. I live in an atmosphere of peace and serenity. I grasp the little moments of happiness that are in my life every day and appreciate them fully. I share my happiness with others and I'm doubly blessed. I am a center of quiescence and calmness. And like a peaceful lake, reflecting the blue skies and the golden sun, my soul now reflects the peace, joy, good, and beauty that are all around me. Number 8, the desire to give something of value to others. You were born with the innate desire to share your good with others. People who are selfish and demand that everything revolves around them are usually miserable and suffer from loneliness and discontent. Use the keywords I share with the following telecosmograms to implement this desire to give something of value to others. I share my good with the world. I give of my smiles and I win friends. I give my services and labor and I win riches. I give love and I attract loving persons in my life. I share my joy and in turn I am joyous. I share my inner beauty and I am in turn made more resplendent. Number 9, the desire to improve your intellect and your creative powers. The quest for wisdom and knowledge is inborn. From the moment you were born, you have been acquiring more and more knowledge in every department of your life. Schooling and education carry this to its ultimate conclusion. However, many people stop learning the moment they leave school, and this dooms them to live lives of ignorance and misery. Each day, program this desire to improve your intellect. Learn a new word every day or study a foreign language. Even if you don't use it, it will activate your brain cells and give you a more agile mind. I agree. Study something about art, music, literature, science, travel, politics, chemistry, astronomy, philosophy, psychology. All the world's accumulated knowledge can be yours if you give only 1 hour a day to self-improvement. I tell this to my clients too. Try to do an hour in the evening of some self-study. Use the keywords I improve with the following telecosmograms to improve your intellect and your creative powers. I desire the improvement of my intellect and the accumulation of wisdom and knowledge on many different levels of creative action. I improve in my powers of observation, viewing the world and people through eyes that see every subtle nuance of difference, of beauty, and of good. I improve my memory, holding on to that which is significant and important to my future, and discarding those past memory patterns of negativity, ugliness, discord, inharmony, hatred, or other emotions that keep me from the true glory of the universe. I improve my imagination, recognizing this as the creative force within that can shape the world in which I wish to live in my future. Number 10, the desire to evolve spiritually. Within every human soul, there is a desire to know God and to worship and pray to a higher power that controls the universe and all therein. I do think it's good to realize there's an other that is outside ourselves that we're a part of, that we can ask questions of. I don't always think about worshiping God, but kind of working with God as an ally. Spiritual involvement is more than the practicing of your own personal religion. It is putting into action all the great moral, ethical, and spiritual laws that have been revealed in the 10 Commandments, the Sermon on the Mount, the Golden Rule, and all the precepts released by the prophets and teachers of history, like Hinduism, yoga, like Buddhism, like Islam, like Judaism, all the major religions, and so forth. Use the keywords I worship with the following telecosmograms for spiritual evolvement. I now program my higher consciousness for a desire to become a more spiritually evolved person with the love of God and a desire to serve Him in my daily life. I practice the spiritual principles. I practice the spiritual principles of good, of charity, of forgiveness, of mercy, and compassion. I become loving and kind, giving consideration and courtesy to everyone I meet. I ask guidance of my higher mind to fulfill my spiritual destiny perfectly, to know inner peace and tranquility, and to be rewarded with joy, peace, and happiness in my personal life. I like that. And I'll just finish with the end of this chapter 12 with I've always asked God or source or spirit or the universe, whoever you talk to know the truth. I just always say, show me, show me, show me. If there's something that I'm knowing that's not true, please let me know. I want the truth. Anyway, love you guys. I will talk to you soon.